Okay, here we are in the village, which is called Emmental in Emmental. And we're going to walk over to that special little visit of ours. So actually, I was going to show you something right here. This is a grain store, if I'm right. Yeah, that's a grain store. Actually. Yeah. I have to get on the other side of the street to show it to you correctly. Here we are. This is what this looks like. Okay. So, we're going to walk over there. Oops, a lot of traffic all of a sudden. A lot of traffic means 3 cars. Okay. Here we are. So, let's go. Batteries are running out on the camera, so I'll have to change the batteries any minute now. But doesn't matter. Mrs. DC, aren't you going to come over and walk with me? Oh, I know what she's doing. I'm in the sun and she likes to have the shade. I can understand her. In a way, we're pretty lucky. It's a nice day. So, look at that farm again. Okay. So, here we are. It's like a little village. I used to come here every now and then with the children when they were small because we actually lived in this part of the country when we moved in Switzerland a few years back. When was that? Well, actually not straight after moving in Switzerland, but in the late 80s. We used to live in this part. Over there, far off, is the church. And yeah, so I'm going to go now and see. I think I have to give a ticket or get a ticket for this place. So I'll be with you later on. Cheers. And take care. Okay. So we're back. Am I recording? I'm in the sun, so am I recording? Yes, I am recording. Okay, here we are. Let me see, huh? So, there's these buildings with the geraniums, as I was saying. This is very, very typical. And we're going to go inside now. Okay. Okay. Different yogurts. And as we walk in, you'll see it's basically looks like a big shop for the moment. And here, down here, you can see the different steps that they're doing. Right now they seem to be... So you see here actually, he's put in the milk and everything is stirring. That was the one that was empty, so in the meantime, between the first picture and this one, I hope the first one is there because like I said, my batteries died. So now actually it's the first part of the process. And we will see more of it as we go on. What I wanted to show you actually here is those very big cheese blocks, you see? That is before cutting it up. So that is the Emmental cheese there. Okay. So, I'll get back to you. I gotta go eat now. So this is actually just on my way to the loo. And I couldn't go anywhere without my camera. Glad I did bring it. So I'll be back with you in a minute. I thought I'd show you our table mat actually. It's so nice that it's almost a pity to have to eat on it, isn't it? So it shows a nice Emmental, sorry, what am I saying Emmental? It's in a part of Switzerland, maybe go visit. So it shows the Emmental tradition. And you notice how the cows are decorated, and they do that here. They, when they bring them from the mountains, either up or back, down, they decorate them like that. And they walk along with them. It is really nice. Okay, so it's lunchtime. We're having a little beer together, and we will be taking today, I think it'll be a veal roast with French fries and salad. Okay, so this is it. Whole roast, actually, and veal, a bit of salad, and some bread. So like I said, not quite as fancy as yesterday, but there's a lot of meat there, and it's going to be good. And by the way, this is actually meat calf roast, which was from animals from the village. Okay, I'm going to tuck in now. Okay, so I'm in the middle of the meal. The veal is really, really good. Drinking a little bit of beer, enjoying company with my wife, Mrs. DC, or wife of DC, depending on who I'm talking with, I guess. Are you enjoying your meal, dear? It's delicious. And we're really happy. I mean, it's we're not like going anywhere for our vacation, but at the same time, there's just so many things to do here. And you can get away and feel that you're away very quickly. And there's another thing actually is that this year we're actually taking you with us in our vacation. N'est-ce pas, my dear? She has her mouth full of that veal. She really is tucking in, and she likes it a lot. So I guess we'll get back to the meal and say goodbye. We'll be back to you later on. Okay, so now we're at the ground level, and you can see how they kind of spray. I can imagine they kind of spray. I don't know exactly what they do, how they do it, but they put the cheese in here. Must be all with pumps, and then they shape the cheese. And I wonder if this could not be some of these molds that are pressed or something like that. I'll show you a little bit how it looks like. Let me see. On this side. Alright. Okay, here we do see one example. This is the old press. And somehow they would make a bit of air somehow. I'm not quite certain how this works. Okay, now if you look here, this is the cheese where it's being conditioned and getting older, just simply getting older. And yeah, so there's just a lot of cheese in here. And I know that what they do is they have to come every now and then, and they turn the cheese around. I know it kind of like it's important somehow for the way it settles, because that's like kind of a cheese bag. I mean, you know, it's like wrapped in there, and when they kind of turn it around, the cheese before it's really, really in shape kind of settles. Maybe some of you guys know that as well. I mean, I've never taken any courses or anything in making cheese, but I've seen them do it before. Okay, we'll go for the next thing now. So as expected, any self-respecting store or place, you have your lot of souvenirs, which are just as useful or useless, one after the other. Of course, they're pretty nice. So there's chocolate in this, as you can expect, Switzerland chocolate. Okay, so this is all chocolate, and these are things related to the profession, I mean, for the cheese makers. This was to make butter, and more chocolate. Here we've got wine, different schnapps. Okay, so this is the outside, and I think that we will be moving on. Dear, is that it? Okay, there would have been another store, but we'll be missing our bus actually if we take much longer, and then we'd have to stay an extra hour here, which I don't think we will. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little trip over to the cheese factory. Goodbye, DC, saying bye-bye and take care.